What's going on, everybody? My name's Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel, and today I am wrapping up the Battle of the Lubricants. And I've been testing 4 different lubricants that are marketed as for knives. There are actually 2 of these are marketed just for knives, basically, and this one is marketed for knives, tools, and pew-pews. And this one, I believe, is marketed for knives and pew-pews. So, right off the bat, if you've been following this series I've been doing, you know this one's already out. This one was out in the week 2. This is one of the first ones I tested. And when I disassembled the knife after nearly 2 weeks in the knife, there was a tackiness on that blade, on the bearings, and on the pivot. Not sure what's going on with this. First time I've ever bought it and used it, and yeah, it just not a fan. The knife got noticeably, like right now, pretty drop shutty. I mean, it's not a guillotine. These knives are never going to be a guillotine, but pretty smooth. Well, when it had this in it, after a little over a week, it got to where it would not go down all the way. I'd have to help it down. So this one, no hate or anything, not for me. The other 3, the KPL, this is regular, by the way. This is when I tested. I didn't test with the ultralight or the heavy. The Gunny Glide and the Zero Friction. All 3 of these lubricants have been in both of these knives for 2 weeks each. I've rotated it around, switched it around, so both knives got every lubricant for about 2 weeks. And here are my conclusions. I can't tell the difference between any of them. The only one that I can tell a difference is this one. The rest of these, I can't tell a difference. I cannot tell a difference in the action. And I've also where's my TS195 at? This guy. I've been swapping, doing a lot of anno work on this, changing colors, switching around, and I've tried all 3 of them and it can't tell a difference in the action. It's the same on all 3 of them. I cannot feel any difference. These 2 knives have been on my coffee table and in my pocket around my house for pretty much almost 2 months now. I think it'll be 2 months and like 3 days, 4 days. But I've fidgeted with them enough and deployed them literally thousands of times over the past 2 months. These 2 knives have been deployed. I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous. I know these knives so well. I know these 2 knives like the back of my hand. I could take these things apart with my eyes closed at this point and put them back together. I could take them apart, lubricate them, and put them back together blindfolded. That's how well I know these 2 knives now. And these are the CBV Backlash. If you're new here and you haven't watched all the videos, I have a series. I think I titled it Battle of the Lubricants or something like that, where I've been testing these lubricants. And yeah, so same knives. They do have different blade steels. That's why one of my viewers recommended I need to make sure I put, all oils on both knives, because it wouldn't be fair to test KPL on here and Gunny Glide on here, and this one feels better, unless I switched and did it the other way around and could tell a difference. You know what I mean? So whoever you were, I'm sorry I can't remember your name, but thank you for recommending that. Makes it much more scientific, because that's what we're doing here. We're doing science, right? Okay, now that you know my conclusion, I can't tell a difference. The only difference there is price, really. And then with one of these companies, there's another difference. We'll touch on that in a minute. And I don't like to be negative on my channel, but if you've followed me for long enough, you know who I'm talking about already and what has happened. Actually, let's just go ahead and go into it. So KPL sells these things here, the doodads, and they were selling a 50-pack of these for like $9, I think, and a 12-pack for $3. Well, I figured out that these are sold on Amazon, right? And they're made in China. And they also had on their website claiming these were made in the USA. They're not made in the USA. And they're marking them up like over 1,000%. and repackage them. If I had to guess, I would say they're just buying them on Amazon, the same place I buy them, and they're just packaging them and marking them up drastically, and all they're doing is putting them in a Ziploc bag and slapping a sticker on it. So, you know, I confronted them about this on Instagram, and they said that, oh, that was a mistake. They shouldn't have had made in the USA on the website for these. They're actually not made in USA. They have to import them, blah, 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 blah. Well, on that 50 pack, they took on their website, if you go to KPL and you look at the 50 pack of these, they've removed the made in USA logo. On the 12 pack, they did not remove it. On the bundle packs where they include these with KPL oil and a white or a microfiber or some knife shield or whatever, they still have made in USA. They don't let people know these are not made in the USA. So they have questionable business practices, in my opinion, and that makes me question where this is made. I can't tell you where it's made. All right, they say it's made in the USA, made in Texas. I don't know. It says made in USA on the bottle. I hope it is. You know, I don't know. Gunny Glide claims to be made in USA also. Again, I can't prove it, but I don't have anything to say about Gunny Glide where they have questionable practices that I know of. I'm not even sure which state Gunny Glide is made in. They put very little info on their bottle. Zero Friction, which is made by ProShot, you know, they're in Illinois. They even put a flag on their bottle, made in USA. So they take pride. They stamp that flag on there. And here's the big kicker. Okay, here's the big kicker. I can tell no difference in the action of these knives with any of these oils. They all feel the same to me. No difference whatsoever. This one, well, let's start with this one. This is $13 or $14 for 10 milliliters. So it's $1.30 or $1.40 per milliliter. This is $15 for 15 milliliters. It is $1 per milliliter. This is $8 for 30 milliliters, and I think that works out to be like 26 or 27 cents per milliliter. So this is a quarter of this and 20% of that in cost, and I can tell no difference. And made in the USA. You know, I think one of these costs a lot more than the others because of their marketing. They have excellent marketing. I will give KPL that. You know, their marketing team is doing well. They sponsor a lot of knife YouTube channels and are very involved in the knife community. I wish this company would do the same because their product is fantastic. I really wish that ProShot would get involved and, you know, sponsor some channels, donate to some channels, donate to giveaways, do something to get their name out there a little more, because I found this on my own. I didn't find this from some other knife YouTube channel. I just went online, started Googling and searching for different lubricants after the fiasco I went through with KPL and their false advertising of the Swabs. So I started trying to find something else, see what else was out there, because at that point I was out the door with KPL. I was done with KPL. So, and this stuff's great. I'm not sponsored by this company. I'm not sponsored by anything you see here. I couldn't care less about any of these. If you buy them or not, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. And I think 2 months time with all three of them on the same two knives allows me to do that. And I don't know why anybody would spend more money on these two unless you're just, I don't know why. The only reason I would think someone would do that is if one of these was made in the USA and the others weren't, or the other, you know. But they all claim to be made in the USA. So if they're all made in the USA, why waste your money? 30 milliliters. This will last probably 5 years, maybe longer than that for me. And I have a lot of knives that'll lubricate. It takes very little lubrication to lubricate a knife. So this is the one I'm going with for now. The one I still need to check out is nano oil. I have not checked out nano oil yet. And also I wanted to bring up one more thing. The one thing that Century Tough Glide has on the others is their applicator, man. This is so good to throw in my EDC bag. I love this. I love the shape and size and the way they did this. Easy to slip in a little slide in my EDC bag. Takes up no space. It's like an ink pen size. I wish this company would do something like that. Obviously they're not going to fit 30 milliliters in it, but make a smaller, make a 10 milliliter or 15 milliliter bottle and put it in this. Yeah, this is what I want to, if I'm going to carry lubrication with me, this is what I would want to carry out of all of these. That's the one thing this one has going for it, is the applicator itself. And I think the nano oil is similar to this, so I really need to check that out. Also, since you all know how I feel about this company now, I had bought this before all that went down. I haven't opened this yet. I'm going to include this with one of the packages in my 500 subscriber giveaway. So this will be given away to one of you guys. There's nothing wrong with this stuff. It works great. This works great. That works great. This works great. They all work great. So this should last one of you, quite a while. So that will be going in the giveaway. All right, so that's going to wrap it up. One thing I do want to ask of all you is, if there is another lubricant out there you're aware of, leave a comment below and let me know what it is. I want to get it and test it out. The nano oil I know about. I need to test that one. Are there any others I need to test? I would, especially if they're made in USA. But I don't mind checking out something made in Germany or somewhere else. If you're aware of something other than, like, I know I can get mineral oil and just use mineral oil. So I've got plenty of mineral oil and it does work fine too. So yeah. Leave a comment below if you know of anything else that I should check out, because I would like to know. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.